Hi, welcome to another episode of This Is Anything Goes. Today we're going to look at a problem that I have with the Toyota Alphard. The steering seems to be making some noise. Alright, it feels that there's something loose here, not on the bottom side, not on the coupling side, but it feels very close to the steering. So I'm going to try to solve that by changing the power steering bush. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, so the replacement part is actually called the steering shaft motor bush. Alright, and this is the part number. I think this is called the part number. Alright, it consists of two things, the small and the big bush. Alright, and it's all the way hidden underneath here. So let's see how we do it. Alright. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is remove the cover on the bottom here, which has 1 and 2 bolt, but you can use a Phillips screwdriver for this. Okay, then what you do is you pull it down. There's 2 clips on the bottom. Right, then you disconnect all this to remove this part out. Okay, after that you have 1 screw, 2 screws here. Then after that you just pull the thing down. Sorry, there's apparently one more on the bottom here. Next up, you will need to remove the airbag, which is held on by 12 mm's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for the airbag, how you disconnect it is you put a small screwdriver. I use a test pen, lift out the black portion here, and just pull it out. Okay, now the next thing we need to do after we have removed the airbag is we will need to remove this cover over here. So it's just held on by clips. Just pull at it. And what we'll need to do is we'll need to remove this bolt here, one here and one over here. Alright. Okay, so this uses 12 mm's. Okay, before we fully remove the 2 bolts, let's disconnect all the connectors here. Okay, now that we have gotten this out, and by right we are supposed to remove the aircon cover, but apparently it just knocked it out. Okay, so now that we have gotten the column down, we will need to remove the bolt that is over here. Alright, let me see if I can zoom in. Alright, there you have it. This is the bolt. It is a size 12 mm. Not the one at the back, the one at the side here, the one that's diagonal. Alright, the one that's diagonal. Alright. this one over here, so we can lower this down and we can have access to the motor. Alright, so I'll be doing this off camera because it's a bit tight here. Okay, so we have managed to get the diagonal bolt out, but there is a trick to it because your brake shaft or brake, whatever this thing is called, alright, will be blocking the nut, so you won't be able to remove it. So what you need to do is you need to remove this. Alright, it's actually hold on by a pin and a quarter pin. Alright, just these two. Okay, so what you do is you just remove the quarter pin and then remove the shaft and you get it out. Alright, then you'll be flexible enough to move around so you can get the bolt out. This bolt. Okay, so now we have more access to the motor, so we need to remove this bolt, and there's one more at the back here. Alright, at the back here. Alright, 1, 2. Alright, then we should be able to pry this open. Okay, so managed to get the two bolts out. It was actually much simpler than I thought. Alright, so for this part, it's quite obvious, very easy. So the back part, alright, so for the front part, it's actually quite easy. So for the back part, I was thinking of all kinds of methods using spanas, this, and I found the easiest way was actually to use one simple extension. This, a flexible extension, because it's just right above it. Alright, so I was able to actually squeeze it here like this and just open it. Alright, okay, so what we'll do now is we'll wiggle this out. I'm gonna need two hands. Okay, so there we have it. Alright, you can see some of the remnants inside here. Alright, this bushing is definitely broken. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll vacuum up the bushings and I'll install the new one. Wow, this is actually pretty kick on in there. Okay, as you can see, it's already falling apart even as I took it out. I will need to check if all this blue stuff is supposed to be here. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to, but I will need to have a check. But I will have to vacuum the inside first. Okay, so after comparing and asking for advice, it doesn't seem like the blue stuff was supposed to be there, so I've removed as much as I can, but seems like it's a bit on the melted rubber with thread inside, so it's a bit difficult on certain parts. Alright, maybe I'll just do a little bit more job over here. Okay, let's compare the old and the new bushing. It seems like it's the same size. Alright, everything checks out. So what we will do is we will plug this back in, and then we'll plug in and we'll do the reverse of how we remove it. Alright, that's the end of the video, and as usual, I hope you learned something, and if you did and you'd like to share the knowledge, make sure you hit the share button. Alright, so this DIY is actually pretty simple and straightforward. You just need to know which bolt or nut to remove. Alright, the only special tool that I see that most people might not have is the flexible the flexible extension. Alright, that is very helpful because the normal extension is a bit too long, so you can't actually fit it there. But if you use the flexible extension, actually it's just, you just need the length, you don't really need it to be flexible. Alright, it makes this DIY pretty simple. Okay, so all you need is just spanas of various sizes and probably a screwdriver to pry some things. Alright, time. Okay, let's talk about how much time it took. Alright, so it took me roughly about 45 minutes to get this done, removing, installing, and assembling back the whole car is about 45 minutes in total. Alright, cost wise, it cost the bush cost me about 26 ringgit for both the big and the small one. Alright, 26 ringgit, and if you ask outside people to do this for you, it's probably gonna cost you 200 to 300 ringgit because it takes them time to actually disassemble the thing. Alright, there's quite a lot to disassemble, but it's actually pretty straightforward. If you look through my video, you won't go wrong. Alright, it's very hard for you to actually get this wrong. Alright, okay, so did my steering knocking sound go away after this? Yes, it did. And then I noticed there's another knocking sound, which is from the steering rack. Alright, so if you see my previous video, you know that the steering rack has been changed, and as I mentioned, recon steering rack not too good. Alright, so I'll be changing the steering rack like what I said in the previous video. But as you can see, it was time for the bush to be replaced as well because it's already in bits and pieces inside the motor. Alright, so that's it for now. Alright, if you have not done so, make sure you hit the subscribe, and if you would like to share this knowledge, make sure you share it to your friends. Alright, and hit this if you like this video, and hit this if you dislike it, but leave us a comment on how to improve further. Alright, till next time, I'll see you again.